Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, my name is Erica Bain. I am a digital entrepreneur, filmmaker, and overall creative living in Los Angeles from Baltimore, Maryland. And on this channel, I go through everything from building my business to creating a life that I love, and I try my best to show you guys how I'm doing it, so hopefully you can get tidbits and tricks and things that you can apply to be able to reach your goals. In this video, I am breaking down how I film my series that I put on my other channel, Erica Bain TV, which is tied to my blog, ericabain.com, and it is a Powerbook recap series as well as character breakdowns and goes through everything in the Powerverse. So basically, I film on a green screen, episode recaps each time a new episode premieres, as well as we do character breakdowns, Easter egg overviews, interconnections, and things that people might have missed, and really open up a conversation around a series that I really enjoy. I'm a huge fan of Power, so of course, when they announced the following 4 spinoffs, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch those too. And Powerbook 2 was the first one, which goes into the life of Tariq St. Patrick, which I wasn't as sure I was gonna love, but I actually do love it a lot. So it's really fun for me to do these videos because I actually do watch the show and I enjoy the show. And I know that there's like so much content online talking about the show. So I'm really enjoying adding to the conversation. And I just decided to do so using my green screen. So in this video, you're going to see, like I mentioned, how I actually make that happen. And here is an example of one of the videos. Created by Courtney A. Kemp, Powerbook 2 premieres September 6, 2020, and will pick up the narrative just days after the Power finale. I don't know about y'all, but I'm still processing Ghost's death. Honestly, you do not need a green screen if you want to create content around a show that you love. If you would like to do a recap series, you could do a video podcast where you're just using your phone. You could do simply audio. There are a few channels that I watch that create power videos that literally do audio and video and photo from the show. Like, they are not on camera. The person isn't on camera at all. I chose to use a green screen just because I wanted a more personal touch to the content, and I also wanted to up my production value just a tad. But I'm a huge fan of, like, the number one thing in getting started with anything is just to get started. I am filming this video right now on my phone, even though I have a Sony camera right here, even though I film my Power videos on my Canon right there. I'm filming it on my phone because that's what I typically use when I'm vlogging, and it's easy, but you're still able to get great quality. So if you do not have any phones, if you don't have any cameras, use your phone. We all have a phone by now. Use a phone. You can do that to just record your audio. So you can do a voice note, record an audio after you watch an episode of something, talking about how you feel about the show, what you've seen, what you noticed, things like that. And then you're able to go through and watch and screenshot and pull different pieces of elements that you can put on the video when you're editing that goes with the audio. So you can 100% do that as well. Again, you do not need all of this. For me, I shoot the series on a Canon T4i. I've had that camera now for so long. I feel like I've had that camera for almost 10 years. I really don't know how long I've had that camera, but I believe I've had it for 10 years. And I have a Sony that I really love, which is a much newer Sony, and it shoots in 4K and all that kind of stuff. But for me, with the tripod that I use, I like the bulkier camera just because it is easier to maneuver with the tripod as well. So that's what I use. I use a Canon T4i, and we just shoot in 1080p. I'm not shooting that series in 4K. I didn't think that I need to. And part of the reason why I don't feel like I need to is because we really need to have a quick turnaround with those videos, with new episodes premiering every week and then different character breakdowns and things like that. It's really easy to get bogged down in the logistics, right? And to not make because you're too focused on getting the perfect quality and the perfect sound and like all of these things. But it's like, no, like, let's just shoot. So I shoot on a Canon T4i. I also do use a teleprompter, and the teleprompter that I use is the Glide Gear teleprompter. I will put a link to all of the equipment that I use in the description box below. And that works beautifully because it works with my iPad Pro. So I have a software, which I started out with the free software, but then I upgraded to the paid version of it because it just gave you more features and more options. And I believe that the paid version was like $12 or $15, and like that's all you have to pay for the rest of your life. So it was super affordable. But I'm able to use the Glide Gear teleprompter with my iPad and a teleprompter app to actually set my camera up behind a mirrored glass and then allow for my iPad to play the actual text from my script and then mirror it over the lens, or mirror it into the glass that the lens is shooting through. And then that is what allows me to see it clearly. And as I'm going, I look like I'm looking into the camera, because I am. The camera is sitting right behind the glass. So it's like the camera's here, the glass is here, and I'm looking directly here to read the words, which means I'm looking straight into the lens on my camera. And it works out beautifully. I really love the teleprompter app that I use because it has a lot of features that lets me play with speed. It lets me play with font size as well as type. It lets me adjust things, edit in the actual app. A lot of the times we write our scripts on Google Drive and we can just copy and paste things in. So it's super seamless. Boom, done. All right, so we talked about the camera, we talked about the teleprompter. The next thing will be the green screen. So this is a pop-up green screen, and I really like this one just because the pop-up ones have the tension already in them, so it pulls it really smooth. I also have a green screen sheet that I used to use with with my stands that I have. Like I have these stands over here in the corner here, and I could just hang the green screen. But the problem with that is when it's wrinkled, you would have to iron it to get that smooth of a surface. And when it's wrinkled, the light hits it very differently. So sometimes you will be in the way that a green screen will work beautifully is if it's lit evenly across the entire screen behind the guest or behind the host. And with the sheet, sometimes I was finding if I didn't iron it and it had wrinkles in it because it was folded up or something, then I would have different like hot spots and dull spots because when the light hit it, it looks differently with the wrinkled portions of the screen. So I really like this pop-up one, but I just have like this like one person size. So I'm honestly looking, the next pop-up green screen I get, I want it to be a bigger one. And then also it's a little bit hard to maneuver because like it's, I don't know how to explain it. So there's like a very hard wire in here, and it's like not the easiest to maneuver, but once it's a certain place, it'll stay there. So that's the great part about it, but it can be a little bit challenging to maneuver. But I love it. Like I said, it gives me that tight, tense pull, so I don't have no wrinkles. I'm able to light the screen very evenly, and it's super easy, good to go. After the green screen, the next important thing is lighting. And lighting is important for all of your videos, not just green screen videos. I use 5 lighting sources with this video. Actually, I kind of want to use 6. I typically will backlight myself with like a smaller LED, a smaller LED behind me, but I haven't been doing that in the last 4 or 5 videos, which I haven't really noticed a difference. But basically, I have 2 soft boxes that light the screen on both sides. So on the left and the right, I have 2 soft boxes that light the green screen. And then I have a ring light and then 2 soft boxes that light me. So the soft box is on the left and right of me, and then the ring light is actually around the teleprompter with the camera. So that's hitting me straight on. And my whole purpose for that is just so that I can have the screen lit on its own and then me lit separately, because another thing that you will run into is if you don't have enough lighting sometimes, and then if the lighting is positioned weirdly, sometimes you can have the green from the screen splash into you on the camera, and then it makes it hard when you're in editing to actually cut you out of it, because you're getting a green cast for yourself because the lighting isn't necessarily how it's supposed to be. Okay, so I talked about camera, teleprompter, green screen, and lighting. That's pretty much it. Aside from that, I just need the script, and the script is literally me or a member of my team writing out what happened in the episode, writing out what we think about a character, and then putting it into our teleprompter software, and then me reading it. It's good to go. Aside from the work of actually just standing up and doing it, it's a really, really easy series to produce. I'm able to do it at home, as you guys can see, in a spare bedroom, which I'm super, super grateful for. And I think our quality looks really, really great once I shoot. So in this episode, you guys saw me shoot 5 videos. I just upload it to our team Dropbox, and then it's assigned out to my team of editors, and then we turn it around and you're able to see what we show you on Erica Vane TV. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little something, and I would love to see if you guys are doing green screen videos and you picked up a tip from me. I would love to see what you do and how you actually use the tip. So be sure to tag me or mention me if you do create any kind of content. Post an IG story and at me at Erica Vane, or shoot me a DM, send me a tweet. I'm Erica Vane across all of the social media platforms all over the internet. And I'm so grateful for you to watch this video. Thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe before you head out and like this video. And if you want to learn anything else, then just drop it in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next video.